Hi everyone, Dee here. It's about 7 o'clock in Perth. It hasn't warmed up any much more than it was before. I'm on my way out to the gym, so I'm really excited about that. Got some of my GoPro read, so about 20 odd pages, so I'm really happy with that. And also have managed to start on a bit of work this morning as well, so I'm feeling really awesome so far with what I've achieved in the 2.5, 3 hours since I've been up. So I wanted to share with you my wheel of life. I'm really lazy and I didn't want to type it all, so I thought that I would just share it in a quick video. So here is my wheel of life. I will just make sure that you can see it all. So really quickly, I will just run around my wheel. So my finance, I scored it a 4, mainly because I have a lot of behaviours and attitudes left over from when I used to gamble a lot, and they don't serve me anymore. So I have this whole need to get rid of money as soon as I have it, and then I don't have any for when I do need it. I also do a lot of contract work at the moment. That's my main source of income, and I don't get paid regularly from that, so I don't actually know when I've got money coming in, and so I find it really hard to actually plan for anything in the future, to have any kind of savings or to have any kind of plan going. I scored it a 4 just mainly because I am addressing that at the moment. So I'll be doing a money course with One Life in Sydney next month in October, and really starting to look at what does money mean to me, where am I at financially, and where do I want to be. So that's something that I've never really looked at before, so that's a 4. Personal growth is an 8. It's my area of biggest growth, and certainly over the last 2 years, everything that I do every day, every week is around personal growth. So I'm really happy with the way that I'm moving forwards, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like you're going forwards. I'm really happy with my progression in that area, and I continue to work on myself every day. My health, I scored it as 6. And that's because I'm kind of 45 now and woke up and thought, wow, I can't run or jog. I can't, I'm finding it harder to train without losing my breath. I've pretty much done no exercise for the last 20 years. I've lived on junk food, takeaway, alcohol, sweets, lollies, and cigarettes. And so that's pretty much my life over the last 20 years. So I scored it as a 6 because I'm making some changes in that area. I joined a gym last month. I've been going every day, like doing something to move my body. I got a bike a couple of days ago, so I'll be adding bike riding to that. I also cut out processed sugar out of my diet, and I'm working towards giving up smoking, so I'm down to about between 5 and 8 cigarettes a day, down from 20 to 30. And I cut out kind of processed sugar really cold turkey. That really messed around with my moods and just kind of sent me crazy. Bit same with the no smoking, and just think about it all the time, and really find that that will take a little bit of time. And had a bit of a blowout a few days ago in the food area, and just kind of started stuffing my face with all this like sweet junky food, and I actually felt like crap. So that was a really good learning for me, which is why I score myself at a 6, because I think that I'm also learning that my body doesn't need those foods. And I used to buy a lot of junk food and things like that and stuff my face like as a kind of almost comfort thing, and I don't need that anymore. And what I did find was that it didn't give me any comfort anymore. It actually just made me feel really bloated and blah, and even worse than I did before. So I'm back on the bandwagon with that. So I'm really happy with just what I'm doing, eating 80% of the time, eating really good food, cutting down my cigarettes with a view to give up, and moving my body every day. So I'm really happy with my health. Good morning. Yes, no, I did watch that sugar film. That is what made me decide that I have to actually get it out of my life. I couldn't believe how much sugar I actually eat, and I don't eat anything healthy. Well, I can't say I don't. I didn't. So yeah, no, that was awesome. So thanks for that. So moving on to my family, I scored my family at a 6. For 2 reasons, mainly because I don't get to see my daughter and grandkids as much as I would like. And they only live an hour and a half away in Bunbury, and so I really want to make more of an effort to connect with them a lot more often. I still have a couple of members of my family that I don't really talk to, and I'm working through reconnecting with my mum and dad. A lot of years of drug abuse and alcohol abuse and kind of just abusive relationships, and me not looking after my finances and gambling and all that has really put a strain on our relationship. And so I'm looking forward to being able to develop a new relationship with them at this point where I am now. Good morning, Anna. Nice to see you. Yeah, no, 80-20, I definitely do feel heaps better. Thanks, Tanya. So family is kind of a little bit better than half. Next month I'll also be able to see my brother who lives in Canberra because I'm going to Sydney for a course, and I'm going to spend a few days with him beforehand. So family's on the improve, so I'm happy with that. Relationships in general are just at a 4. I don't have a lot of really close friends or people in my network, and I certainly, most of that is because I shut myself away from people. So when I'm feeling a bit down or off, I close up and I go inside myself rather than reaching out to people. So I would really like to change that. I never really quite feel like I fit in anywhere. That since I stopped full-time work and working for myself and doing a lot of contract work, I don't have any workmates or work relationships that are of any value. I don't have a significant partner in my life at the moment, and I really need to work towards having more relationships in my life and meeting more people. So that's an area to work on, and I think that really leads on to social life, because my social life is pretty much in the toilet as well. Most of what I do is related to either work or learning. I very rarely do anything that's just purely social. So maybe I need to, look at what it is that I would enjoy, because even as I was doing it, I thought I don't even really know what I would enjoy or what kind of activities that I would consider to be really great social activities, and maybe just socializing a lot more. Like I go to the gym, but I don't talk to anyone because I'm very much like that, kind of keep to myself and not really forward with actually speaking to people and initiating new relationships and conversations. So I'd like to be better at that and really improve that part of my life. Yeah, I hear you, Tanya. I don't quite know how to change that about myself, because I don't naturally walk up to people and say, hi, how you going? So nice to see you. You look really amazing in that red dress or whatever it is. And then if I do get that far, I think, what do I say next? And so after kind of almost 20 years of living in a really abusive relationships, I haven't got a social life, so I don't even know what I like to do anymore. So I'm going to have a bit of fun exploring what it is that I like to do and creating a social life for myself. And the next one's attitude. Most of the time I have a pretty good attitude, so I scored myself a 7. That's been directly related to my personal development. I start every single day with gratitude, and that really makes a change to my day. I've been meditating regularly at night and in morning for more than 6 months now, and that also has made a huge impact in my life. And just having more people around me so that I can focus on what did I learn, and being aware of my part or my responsibility in things, and being able to sort things a lot easier. So in general, I have a really good attitude. One thing I would like to change is that I have still really huge low drops, like yesterday, where I totally just pull myself out of the world, and been a little bit like that over the last couple of weeks. So I would like to have that a little bit more even, rather than having such huge ebbs and flows and highs and lows of attitude. And career, I scored at a 3 because I don't like pretty much anything that I do at the moment. My subcontract work I don't enjoy, and I do lots of other bits of work that I don't actually enjoy because I need the money that they provide, and that is just taking up a lot of my time. I have my finger in too many pies, for want of a better word. I have to have my mind on too many different things, and it's too split, and at the moment I just feel like I'm doing nothing well. So over the next couple of days, really going to sit down and make some huge decisions about my career, because instead of being focused on the money that I need, because money will come, I need to be more focused on what it is that I want to be doing with my life, instead of doing a whole heap of things that I don't want to do and just jumping from one to the other because this one's not working, because I'm not actually giving it 100% of my time and effort because I'm way too divided and split. So that's me. That's my wheel. Thank you very much for listening. Really look forward to chatting to you all into the future over the 28 days, and hopefully we'll all be a huge help to each other to continue to move forwards and grow no matter what challenges that we're having in our life at the moment. And I always like to ask people to be kind to themselves and to others today and every day, because the greatest gift that you can give to yourself and other people is just a little kindness. So whatever you're going through today, please be kind to yourself and be kind to those around you. So if you're not feeling the best, try and be as kind to other people around you as you possibly can. Thank you so much for listening. Look forward to seeing you more in the challenge. Bye-bye for now.